If you're anything like me, then you struggle to fall asleep and stay asleep at night. As a large human, I frequently feel hot and sweaty. My partner, on the other hand, often feels cold. So I was always searching for a way to keep both of us happy. And when I first heard about this thermo-regulating mattress cover, I wasn't sure it would have any effect on my sleep. But to my surprise, the Pod 3 has eliminated my struggle to fall asleep at night and my fear of feeling drowsy in the morning despite getting a full night's rest. After sleeping on the 8 Sleep Pod 3 for 100 days, I feel more energetic and focused throughout the day. It has transformed the way that I sleep at night, wake up in the morning, and my overall happiness. This is true not only for myself, but also for my partner, and it has significantly improved our relationship and our quality of life. So, how does the magic happen? The entire setup is comprised of a smart cooling hub that sits next to your bed, some connecting tubes, and of course the dual zone mattress cover, which fills with temperature regulated water while you sleep. Oh, and the mattress cover vibrates to gently wake you up in the morning. It also has built-in sensors to track your sleep and an app to display trends over time, including a daily fitness score, heart rate variability, respiratory rate, sleep stages, time to fall asleep, and tosses and turns. If you've seen any of my other videos, then you know this isn't my first health tracker. Based on the trends that I've seen, it seems to be in line with the Oura and Whoop. One thing I love that sets 8 Sleep apart is their app's sleep report. It's super easy to read at a glance, and when I wake up in the morning, it displays 4 distinct categories: time slept, wake up consistency, time to get up, and time to fall asleep. These parameterized feedback for each category shows you immediately whether your sleep has improved or declined, and it truly has changed my perspective on how to sleep better. This is the home screen of the 8 Sleep app, so right when you open it, it'll show you your sleep fitness score from last night, as well as your heart rate trends and your heart rate variability trends over the past couple of days. And for me, I have it connected to different wearables, so it automatically imports tags. Right here you can see kind of from Oura, from my Google Fit. So if you connect different wearables and accounts, you can be able to get automatic tags, and then it'll actually give you insights based on those tags. Autopilot is another feature that I love. It'll tell me kind of, all right, throughout the night last night, how did it take into account the environmental variables, how I was sleeping, and then adjust the temperature. So you can see there's 2 updates last night to help me sleep. And it was active for about 20 minutes. And then I can give it feedback as well. So it takes that feedback into account as well. There's some content here that you can listen to as well, like NSDR and a whole bunch of other like meditation videos to help you fall asleep or wake up in the morning. To change the temperature, you go here and tap temp dial, and you can go ahead and press on. You don't need to do this every night. So what I do is you set a schedule. As you can see on the bottom here, it says 10 p.m. So I have it set for 10 p.m. every single night. You can change it for Monday to Friday and Saturday, Sunday. And you say at 10 p.m., I want the temperature of the bed to be X degrees. I chose 56 degrees Fahrenheit. During each sleep stage of the night, it'll change the temperature. So I gradually warm it up. So deep gets a little bit warmer and REM warmer. And if you want to have a wake up feature here, you can set a certain temperature. So sometimes I need to wake up at 8:04 a.m. I'll set the temperature to 103 degrees Fahrenheit. The vibration motor to 5, and then it'll attempt to wake me up within a 30-minute time range before that time period. So it says 7:34 to 8:04. And when you wake up in the morning, it's going to actually automatically turn the temperature off after it understands that you're outside of the bed. So you don't need to turn it on and off. What I love about the 8 Sleep is that it's a system that kind of operates on its own. The app is not required, but it's there for you to adjust anything that doesn't feel right. And especially the first week that you get your 8 Sleep Pod 3, you will have to kind of figure out what are the right temperatures for you. And if you go ahead and tap your profile, you can see kind of the temperature. I prefer mine to be in the cold setting, so you have a different settings of cold to hot. You have a temperature schedule set up so you can take a quiz in terms of what you prefer, and it will adjust your temperatures throughout the night specific for you. If you want the actual temperatures, what I do is I go to 8 Sleep Labs, and right here it says use real temperatures, so I'll turn that on, and it changes from the -10, +10 to the actual temperature gauges right there. So my partner likes it extremely cold sometimes, so last night I set it extremely cold for them. But then I can see their sleep fitness score as well as their heart rate and heart rate variability trends. And right now the Autopilot is adjusting to their sleep schedule. If you are leaving, there is an away mode. So if I'm going on vacation, I can turn on away mode, and it will turn on away mode. So that way it doesn't turn the bed on and off when I'm out of town. You want to save some power there. Right here is where you can refer a friend, use code SHERVIN. Then the sleep report is right here. So you tap that second menu tab. It'll show that my data process is monitoring. It looks like there was some kind of delay here from last night. But I have my favorite dashboard here, so I can see that I did not sleep very well last night. I need to work on that. And my overall timeline, sleep stages, tosses and turns, and my sleeping heart rate throughout the night, all that information is there. And if I want to see trends over the weeks, months, and the years that I've had this 8 sleep, I can see all that information. Look at that, it goes back a long time. The second page is my health report. So it's going to tell me if my heart rate variability is within typical range, my sleeping heart rate, and my sleeping respiratory rate. What I have noticed is here, sleeping respiratory rate is 11.9, whereas if I do go on my Whoop, the sleeping respiratory rate is actually 17. So they're kind of off, but overall trends seem to be the same. They're kind of trending in the same direction, flatline. And if I want to see my resting heart rate trends, I can see that as well over the 30-day, 90-day, and 100-day period. You can even see when I've traveled and I've been away from my pod on those nights. And they recently added this share feature where you can share your sleep fitness score. So if you do buy one and have a sleep fitness score, post this sleep fitness score on Instagram, tag me, and I will repost it at Shervin Shares. Here's the little maintenance tab. So it's going to show me that my reservoir status is good. So I have enough water in there. The last time it was kind of primed to make sure there's no air bubbles and all the water's inside the tube. So you can kind of see here all that information, and it'll let me know when I need to replace or add more water. I turn my light off on the pod because I don't want any light in my bedroom when I'm sleeping. And if you ever have network issues, you can go ahead and change the wireless network that it's connected to. There's an Apple Health integration, so I'm able to write my sleep times to Apple Health, and then any other app can read it. And then 8 Sleep will also read a ton of other information to help with automatic tagging. And lastly, you can connect wearables. You can link an account to your 8 Sleep. They support a whole bunch of different things like Aura, Whoop, Peloton, Polar, Google Fit, Apple, Fitbit, Garmin. It will automatically pull in any information you have in those and put that into your 8 Sleep app. It looks like any kind of tagging that you do in Aura is going to show up in the 8 Sleep app, so I'm very excited to see how that works, because then they will be able to kind of tell you trends from all these tags that you've inputted. I'd love to see that same feature from Whoop. I don't open the app very often, but I typically do to understand my sleep trends as well as change the temperature on the bed. The one thing I do wish is they had hardware buttons so I didn't have to open my app in the middle of the night. Now we'll discuss more about some of these software challenges that I've had. Because the 8 Sleep relies on this connection to the cloud, if it's ever disconnected from your internet or the server goes down on their end, the app kind of becomes unusable. In addition, I've had problems where the app just keeps crashing. There was one week where the app would just like crash every single time I opened it. And then I tried deleting and reinstalling, it didn't work, but I waited a couple days and then deleted and reinstalled, and then finally it worked. There was one issue that probably bothered me the most, and that was like on random occasions, the app just turns off the temperature cooling for my partner, and I've yet to find a solution. So hopefully the 8 Sleep devs are working on it. It felt like a ghost was in the room changing the temperature of the bed. When it comes to maintenance, there's little to worry about. I've only had to refill the system like once in a blue moon, and it takes 2 liters of distilled water with 16 ounces of hydrogen peroxide, both of which only cost a few dollars. Lastly, when it comes to the cover and technology portion, it's not waterproof or water resistant, but 8 Sleep recommends covering it with like a waterproof mattress protector. One thing to be mindful about though are pets, which I don't have, but I've seen other people mention this. Their sharp nails could potentially damage the cover. After 100 days with the 8 Sleep Pod 3, I believe the temperature regulation, vibrate to wake, and the sleep insights are features I cannot live without. Although there are kinks being worked out, I can say with certainty that it has improved the quality of life for me and my partner. We both fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and feel more energized throughout the day. I did buy my first 8 Sleep, and they sent me the Pod 3 for free, but they do have a special promotion running for a limited time. The details are below, and you can use code Shervin to stack even more of a discount and help support the channel. Go watch my video here where I compare the best cooling mattresses.